Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Vance here, and welcome to a Star Citizen update. Now, over the it's been a week, just over a week now, we've had quite a bit of news relating to some of the ships, and also there's been some other information there as well. Now, first off, we've seen the introduction of the Vandal Bomber. The Vandal Bomber has a maximum crew of unknown as yet, so we have to wait and see. Let's make the assumption that it will obviously be more than one. It has 3 TR5 maneuver thrusters and it has 10 TR3s. It has the shields of 5. It has a maximum guns of 3x6s. It has 3x6 electron cannon. That sounds interesting. For the missiles, 4x4 triple mount torpedo cluster. It also has a turrets of 7x4 laser repeater turrets as well, so that sounds pretty crazy. This thing's going to be a bit of a beast, no doubt. And they've actually said it can also carry a boarding craft or ship, so that's going to be really interesting to see what that is as well. So we've just started to see some of these Vandal ships come in now. They're quite pointy, but by the looks of it, the actual pointy bits, some bits fold up, and I was probably doing that so they fit in the hangars a little bit easier. The second ship we've seen is the Vandal Staff. Now, the Vandal Staff was actually introduced into the game quite a while ago. That was probably that was the actual first Vandal ship we actually saw. The Vandal themselves, I believe, are particularly tall. I think they're something like 9 feet tall or something ridiculous. And because obviously they're alien, the current Vandal ships we have in Arena Commander, they are actually solely for the Vandal. Now, to get that ship so it could be flyable by a player, obviously a player not being 9 feet tall, the ship needs to be adapted. So the adapted ship looks slightly different actually to the original Vandal, mainly around the placement of the character. It's got a quite odd placement. You're actually sort of lying down, so obviously that's been adjusted, and also the viewing angles have actually been improved as well. One of the other things they've been focusing on as well is obviously converting the alien technology into sort of human technology. Now, in game, the Vandal Aerospace are basically working on the refit. One thing I was sort of looking forward to is actually seeing sort of maybe alien HUDs as a permanent placement. But it looks like what they're doing is the boot up sequence, you will see the Vandal HUD. But after that, because of the refit by Vandal Aerospace, you would then sort of cut in from the sort of alien technology into then the Vandal Aerospace normal HUD's heads-up display. When you take damage or a heavy hit, you will see the computer, which will be the Vandal Aerospace sort of HUD, flicker between Vandal and the alien technology, just to give you a bit of that sort of feeling of flying an alien craft. The next patch we're going to see is going to be 1.2.0. This will have the new balancing pass in game. This is pretty significant. This actually affects all weapons, all armor. It pretty much affects all parts of the game. So this is going to be a massive transition as well. Obviously, a part of 1.2, we're expecting to see the FPS aspect in there, and also there's going to be some significant improvements as well to the launcher, and also some improvements to the load time, not just in FPS but also in Arena Commander. The actual amount of RAM that is actually you're going to need to actually load the hangar module, and the load times will be improved. So there'll be less RAM actually load into the VR RAM on load, and I think at the moment it's something like ridiculous, like 100 meg per ship. So that's going to be reduced down significantly. So this obviously, let's make the assumption that this should help with performance as well. In the latest Around the Verse as well, we also got a glimpse of the F8 heavy fighter. That was in the latest Around the Verse. Now this does look really, really cool. We have the Hornet at the moment. The Hornet is obviously a smaller fighter craft, and the F8 is being more on the side of a heavy fighter. There will be some sacrifice there. I should imagine that maneuverability won't be as good, but the loadout of that ship looks phenomenal. So it looks absolutely fantastic. So for the people out there who enjoy battling out in a ship and you're looking for that next fighter craft, this one could be for you because it looks very, very cool. The Citizens Con tickets have actually now sold out. There was actually 700 that have actually sold, so that's going to be an absolute massive turnout. Now CitizenCon as well, we've got quite a few months obviously until it comes around. This time it will be live streamed, so for the people not attending, you will better watch it for the comfort of your sofa at home. Something I'm looking forward to. I've no doubt they're going to show us some new content along the way. Currently at the moment in Arena Commander, all ships are actually flyable at the moment, so if you are thinking about picking a ship, I would definitely suggest that you jump on board now in Star Citizen and actually try out them ships to see if you actually like them. It's a good opportunity to try before you buy. At the other side of it, you don't have to buy, you can try them out, and then obviously once we go into the persistent universe, then you can work towards getting that ship later on in the game. And finally, from me today as well, guys, we've been working hard in the Tactical Advanced community over the previous months. We've actually gone live with our new homepage and redesigned forum, so I'll leave a link there, guys. Go and take a look. Hope you like it. There is other revisions coming up. We see this as sort of V1 of the sort of homepage and forum, and development and design will progress over the coming months. If you're looking to join a Star Citizen organization, guys, we're ramping up and getting ready for the FPS module, so I'll leave a link in the description below. So thanks for listening, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.